You guys, I'm cramping, okay? I don't feel great. But I know that getting up here onto this yoga mat and doing just a few minutes of really gentle, easy yoga is gonna help me tremendously. So let's do something about this back pain. Let's tend to this bloating. Let's see if we can ease these cramps. You will notice I've got my couch cushions up here. So round up all your cushions, get your bed pillows, get whatever you need to be comfortable. I am still in my pajamas because that's how you do yoga on day one of your period, in your jammies. All right, so join me, and I hope that you guys will feel a little bit better after you do this video. Okay, we are gonna start in seated butterfly. Really good for releasing your outer hips and your groin, which is gonna directly affect your low back. You're gonna start seated with the soles of your feet together, and you can have them out like really far in front of you or like really close to your body. Somebody asked me, like, how do you sit comfortably on the ground? This can be much more challenging too if you're on your period. You wanna lift your butt. So either sit on a block or sit on a pillow and get your hips higher. And that's gonna help you guys sit on the ground a little bit more comfortably to do any type of seating pose, okay? So if you need to elevate your hips, go ahead, start there. But we are gonna bring soles of the feet together and just close your eyes. Let's take a nice big inhale here. Open your mouth, let it go. Couple more big inhales. Big exhales. We're taking a really relaxed version of this pose. At the moment, I'm not even folding forward. I'm just allowing my hips to fall out to the sides. And then we're gonna keep it really soft by just allowing our upper back to round. Typically you wouldn't do this, but we're kind of going for a yin version of this fold. So reach forward from your hip points, and then once you hit your furthest point, just let everything get really soft. You can tuck your chin a little bit. Back of the neck goes long. Feels good to move the head and neck around a couple times. Go for it. Just drop into your breath. You made it. You're on your yoga mat. Huge step. And all you have to do now is relax. A few more big breaths here. And slowly on an inhale, let's roll on up one vertebra at a time. Head is the last thing to rise. Keep those eyes closed. Take a breath. All right, and then let's move on. You're just gonna extend one leg out straight, and then you're just gonna tuck the other foot into your inner thigh, and then pick your booty up and angle it towards your long leg. Let's sit up really tall here. Again, if you want to sit on a pillow or a block, this would be another good one. And then you're just gonna walk your fingertips forward until you find your deepest fold. It might not be very deep today. That's not what we're going for. Gentle is the name of the game. This one we're still stretching into the low back, but we're also going to get into the hamstring a little bit. So you can flex your ankle, toes pointing up to the ceiling to get a little bit of a deeper stretch here. Keep your gaze looking forward. We do want a nice flat back in this one. So we get a good long stretch all down the spine. Keep reaching your nose towards your toes. Couple more big breaths. And we come out the same way we came in. Walk your hands back up towards your body, and then let's switch. Bring one leg in, extend the other leg out, and turn your body so that you're facing your long leg. Let's flex through that ankle, a little soft bend in the knee, and then nice tall spine here. As you walk your fingertips forward until you find your stretch on this side. And as your body opens, maybe you go a little bit deeper, so no need to rush. If you want to, you can also bring a pillow underneath your chest or your belly if you just kind of want to chill and relax right here. Deep inhales all the way down into your belly. Long exhales, relaxing. Gorgeous. A couple more breaths here. And then walk those fingertips back towards you. All right. Move anything out of the way if you need to. We're just going to come over onto our hands and knees just for a moment here. Then we're actually going to make our way down onto our bellies. This could be a little challenging if you're bloated, but I promise you this is going to feel so much better in just a little bit. Come up onto your forearms, and then you can turn your toes in and let them touch. Let your heels fall out to the sides, and then just start to let your low back get heavy. Just let your low back melt, release, relax. Keep your chest lifted, relax your shoulders, close your eyes. One more big inhale. Exhale, go ahead and lower your forehead to the ground. You can make a little pillow and then just release, relax, and then you're just going to rock your hips from side to side. Just loosen up that low back. Now we're going to make our way into our child's pose. So bring the palms to the mat, just press into those hands. And then you can take your knees either together or really wide apart. And then if you've got a pillow close by, you can bring it in between your thighs if you've got those knees wide apart. And then just as you walk your hands down, you get to melt your belly and your chest onto that pillow. For a softer version of a child's pose. I'm just going to chill here for a few breaths. onto your hands, work your way up. Let's remove that pillow out the way for a sec. And we're just gonna get into our hips and groin a little bit more. Sit off to one side, and you're gonna bring your back leg into like a 90-degree angle. So line up your shin with the front of your mat, flex your ankle right there, and then line up your knee and your back hip bone. Walk your hands back, release this other leg. It can be anywhere, doesn't really matter. But what you wanna think about is this inner hip just kind of rolling down towards the ground. Keep your heart nice and lifted here. Let your inner hip and thigh get super heavy. Coming into what's called like 90-90, or like a version of deer pose. Couple more breaths. It's pretty intense. If you feel any pain in your knee, you can always like lay off a little bit and walk your foot back, reduce the angle. And then we're just gonna flip-flop the legs to the other side. So now we're gonna line up this knee and back hip, and then the knee and the ankle. So you have that 90-degree, flex your ankle. The other leg can just kind of hang out, and then lean back, and then just relax that inner thigh down to the ground. You really gotta let it go with your mind. How you guys doing? Doing all right? My cramps have started to go down a little bit, so that's nice. All right, one more breath here. Awesome. All right, let's make our way onto our back. You can have a pillow for your head. And then I can use blocks or pillows for this, either or. We're gonna come into a reclined butterfly. So you kind of just wanna have your pillows like by your legs. And then lay down here, and then bring the soles of your feet together just like how we started, and let your knees fall out to the side. Put these pillows underneath. Oh my goodness, that feels so good. And I like to bring my hands to my belly and just send myself a little healing love right here. Make sure to tuck your chin a little bit so the back of your neck stays long, and then just consciously relax the muscles of your face. Relax your jaw and your tongue. Just be really soft here. If you want to stay here longer, you can stay here for like 5 minutes. You could totally just pause this video. But we are going to move on. The easiest way to do this is just hands underneath those legs. And you start to walk your feet to hips with your apart as you guide your knees up. And then you can just set your pillows out of the way if you want to. And we're just going to bring both knees in towards the chest and just give them a squeeze. Ooh. This is going to help again release your low back, but also help reduce some bloating or any gas that you might have. So just chill here, breathe. For some of you, you might want to remove the pillow from underneath your head if you want to lengthen your spine a little more. It's not going to hurt you if it is still behind your head, like mine. It's actually quite comfy. Couple more breaths here. My belly's making all kinds of sounds. I need lunch. And then we're going to come into a super easy twist. You're just going to let both knees fall over to one side. But something nice you can do is bring a pillow in between your knees as you come over into your twist. Just to take the strain off your back. And then your gaze can be like straight up to the sky, or you can turn your head away from your knees. Super gentle spinal twist here. Make sure that your shoulder is like falling open, and so that it's like relaxing on the ground. And then we'll make our way over to the other side. You can just bring that pillow right along with you if you want to. Make those super easy. And then again, I've got making sure my shoulder is relaxing down onto the ground. And maybe I turn my head away from my knees. You guys are doing so good. Just a few more breaths. Alrighty then. You can set that pillow off to the side. And then just bringing those knees back up. We'll hug them in one more time. Beautiful. And then just turning over onto one side. Using your hands and arms to press yourself up to your easy seat. You can always bring that pillow underneath your hips. We're just going to lengthen up through the spine here. We're going to take one more stretch, bringing one hand down to the ground. Reach the other arm up and over, big side body stretch. And here we go, other way. Relax your bottom shoulder away from your ear. And inhale up. Awesome. Letting your hands just rest on your thighs or on your belly, low belly right here. Take a big inhale through your nose. Open your mouth side out. Whenever you're ready, blink your eyes open. I feel better. I hope you guys feel better. But Netflix and heat pad is calling my name. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.